Igbos will live without their properties and investments if Biafra is actualized, Igbokwe warned. A news was seen making the rounds on social media over an alleged ways to seize Igbo people's properties should they break out from Nigeria, according to Igbokwe, following President Muhammad Buhari's assertions about Indigo, where he compared them to be a dot in a circle with nowhere to go. He also made it known that Igbos are busy developing every part of the country, yet are agitating for Biafra. If they succeed, what happens to their properties? Igbokwe said now, as it is eminent that Biafra may come soon. A lot of people have been devising means to scheme away properties of Igbos, as the people of Rivers State, Port Harcourt did after the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. There are three reasons why the seizing of properties has always been economic suicide for those that attempt it. You will notice that throughout history, biggest world wars, there are no example of seizing private properties even during or after an occupation. 1. Property value. Igbokwe said property is only as valuable as what people are willing to pay for it. There are huts and choice locations that are worth more than mansions in desolate or isolated locations. Why? Because property is only as valuable as what people are willing to pay for it. So let's say we have a city where 30% of the property is owned by Igbos. That 30% is removed from their homes and the homes are distributed for free. Why will you, with free houses and mansions, are being offered up, go and buy or build a home? Why would you rent? What would happen is those selling their own will no longer be able to sell them until the free homes are occupied. Once they are occupied, they can only sell them at a severely decreased rate, 30% lower than market value, not a profit. Remember, not city in the world is growing by more than 30% annually, especially cities that evict 30% of their population in the year before. This means it will take years for the free houses to be filled. Property incentives. Those who did not build or buy a home cannot afford to keep and maintain it. The person waiting for a free home will not have what it takes to maintain a mansion. If they had the money to build or even maintain a mansion, why would have one? Or they would not be waiting for a free one because they would like to have something. Unless the city of Nigeria are teeming with homeless people who are always well employed. Handling rich homes to poor people out of ethnic sentiment will make poor people and poor homes. Go to old Port Harcourt if you don't believe this basic economic principle. I used 30% and the last estimate, but the truth is in calm cities, especially choice location, 50 to 70% Igbo ownership is not abnormal. Take Lagos and Festac or Victoria Island for example. If you don't believe me, look at Old PH. It doesn't matter. There is nobody who builds one mansion who cannot build two. Property is the result of your income. If you have the ability to produce the income to build a home and the home is taken, you can produce another one. Many look at the rapid recovery of Igbo cities after the Biafran War as some sort of miracle, but it's basic economic logic. A person with a 5-story in Onitsha if it loses the building, can quickly build another one. Everything it took for said Igbo person to build their home is still intact. 90% of Igbo people with mansion outside of the East have a mansion in their village that they already call home. Well, Joe Igbokwe is still speaking on investments and property owned by the Igbos in Nigeria, and is trying to remind the Igbos of their properties and still trying to make them see reason why they should not go on with the agitation. But then in this article, I see Joe Igbokwe, though, trying to convince the Igbos not to go on with the agitation, but still believing that even with the properties that they are still going to leave after the actualization of Biafra, he's still telling them that yes, there is still possibility of them still owning another if they please. All right, that's okay anyway. But I would say to Joe Igbokwe that it is the same Igbos that developed Nigeria. It is the same Igbos that will still develop the Southeast. There is nothing difficult in achieving that. They started it someday, and they can still start it in the Southeast. The Lagos that you see today, was developed by the Igbos. So there is every possibility that the Igbos can still make it happen if they decide to start up something in the Southeast. You understand? So it's never a threat. It's never a threat, and it can still begin. It can still begin. I remember Odumegwu, what he said when he came to International Trade Fair. Though he insulted the Igbos by building such a giant business center, but to the Igbos, they know why they did what they did. So that same thing they did in Trade Fair can still be repeated in the Southeast if Biafra is actualized. Understand? So please, my dear viewers, based on what Joe Igbokwe have just said, what do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.